What has happened to astronauts Frank Michaels and Joe Lafitte?
Mercy is usual. This is recovery, sir.
What's wrong? Open the hatch.
My son. I've heard it somewhere before.
This is an emergency. We must alert the world to the menace of an alien invasion.
We're not having a great deal of success, are you, Brigadier? The astronaut is still missing. Miss Shaw kidnapped.
That doctor has volunteered to pilot the recovery rocket.
He must be stopped. If that rocket goes up, it means disaster.
These astronauts were emitting radiation like nuclear reactors.
I shall recommend an immediate all-out attack.
Doctor, a large unidentified object is approaching you on collision course. Take evasive action.
Hello YouTube, and welcome to another Doctor Who DVD review. And today I am reviewing, I'm sorry, but the temptation is too high not to include this. So here's what I'm reviewing. Of course, it's the Ambassadors of Death. I mean, this what makes it, well, this sort of feature, what you've just seen then, makes the story a bit unique for me. Same with Inferno, because you've got the volcano going. Yeah, enough about that. I'll get onto that a bit later anyway. Yeah, so let's look at the cover. Now we've got the standard UK release with the grey TARDIS roundels, the BBC logo there, that we've all grown to love. Doctor Who, Ambassadors of Death. Then you've got the 3 astronauts, and you've got Mars behind Pertwee. Then you've got a promo image of Jon Pertwee himself, what we've all seen on Radio Times covers and magazines and pictures of it, really. And then we've got another planet which I suspect is probably Mars again. Then you've got these nice lines there, what we've all seen on the Death to the Daleks release as well. Then we've got, it's a 2-disc set, before I forget, it's a PG DVD video. Jon Pertwee years 1970 to 74. Now for some weird reason in my local area there have been a bit of trouble, because I tried 2 days in the shops trying to get this, but no luck, so I ordered this on Amazon last Tuesday and it came on Saturday from Amazon, so thank you Amazon. So now if we look at the spine of a DVD, now I was expecting the writing to be so small because the title is pretty big. There we go, got this nice grey effect there. PG, BBC there. On the back we've got the Brigadier, Liz Shaw, John and a unit soldier. And you've got one of the astronauts, and you've got Bessie, the Doc, General Carrington, Liz and the Brig. Doctor Who, the Ambassadors of Death, starring Jon Pertwee. This story was written by, well, the initial idea I think was by David Whittaker. Malcolm Hulke wrote it and Trevor Ray wrote the first 3 episodes. And you've got these special features there. Then you got the broadcast date, 21st of March to the 2nd of May 1970. Now this is directed by Michael Ferguson, who later filmed The Claws of Axos. The total running time of this story is 170 minutes. So that's basically just under 3 hours, and of course this is, well, Series 7 is known for long stories, because Inferno, Silurians are all 7-parters, I think. I sort of remember Silurians being 8, but I'm not. I think they're all 7 parts, bar Spearhead from Space. Yeah. So I'll just read you the blurb. Something has gone seriously wrong with Mars Probe 7. With no contact from the astronauts since the rocket started its journey from Mars, Space Control is now extremely worried about the fate of the crew. A rescue mission recovers something, but whatever it is, certainly isn't human. To find out what happened to the astronauts, the Doctor must head into space without the TARDIS. That's another unique thing about this story. The Doctor finally does go into space in his third story, but not with the TARDIS. Yeah, so now let's just have a quick look in the cover. Inside, you open it up and you've got these lovely... oh dear. There we go. You're greeted by these lovely booklet, which I just love the effect of the booklet there. It's fantastic. Got some plain information about the story. Then you've got the single Pertwee without the astronauts on. I have to say I love this sort of DVD, or this disc. I just like the red blending into the disc. Then we just let Pertwee just swing over. Then we've got the 3 ambassadors, which is a pretty creepy cover for a disc, really. There you go. That's just disc 2 just contains the special features. Disc 1 just contains the story. So if we just look at the little booklet, we can get it out. So there you go, just get another picture of the astronaut. Then we look at the chapter points. We've got a picture of John there, 2 of the ambassadors or astronauts, the unit soldier there, and then you got the brig. Then all the chapter points. Opening it up, you can see who the commentary's by: Caroline John, Nicholas Courtney, Peter Halliday, Geoffrey Beevers, Michael Ferguson and Terence Dix, and Derek Ware, Roy Scalman, Derek Martin and Toby Hadoop. Then you've got these special features, which is Mars Probe 7, the making of the Ambassadors of Death, Tomorrow's Times, the final instalment, really it's a Third Doctor version, Radio Times listings, production subtitles and photo gallery. Now I sort of expected more special features for this release. Don't know why, but I expected a few more special features. The Ambassadors of Death. Now let's just get on to my opinion of the story. The Ambassadors of Death has some cracking good stunts in there. I mean, the first 2 episodes you've got some really good fight scenes, because this was a great opportunity to get one of the stunt teams what were just recently created in 1969, which was Havoc. And the first fight was the warehouse, when the Brigadier and unit just go storming into a warehouse, what's sending a signal to the spaceships, or spaceship or whatever. And then you've got the episode 2, when the convoy's taking the shuttle back to the space center. Then they're attacked. I mean, there was a problem with that stunt, and it was mentioned in the Mars Probe 7 documentary. And one of the people on the motorbikes, the stunt went wrong and hit the camera assistant or director's assistant. Only had a scratch on the leg, I think, but that just warned you that you've got to be sensible when doing those sort of things. So yeah, you've always got to have medical people on standby if you're doing stunts. So the Ambassadors of Death is a epic 7-part story. It's basically one just big roller coaster adventure. I mean, you've got the Doctor going into space, pulling all these weird faces when the G-force is going, "Nah," you just go, "No," and then, you know, when you're on a roller coaster and your cheeks go all funny, and that's just basically what happens to Pertwee's face while he's going up in a rocket. Now, visual effects for the rocket, you've got this tiny little flame of the rocket, what just makes it look a bit silly. Yeah, that's basically Pertwee doing all the weird stuff what he does. I mean, the astronauts design did have a fault, but I just love the costumes. As you can see, there was a problem with the costumes, which was the helmets. In part 4, I think, when one of the ambassadors gets out and tries to attack the scientist, it just falls down the stairs and you can see like the actor's neck, but it's slowly slipping off, so you just see the person who's playing one of the astronauts just quickly shove the helmet up. So yeah, that's just basically one of the things that I spotted with the ambassadors, or the astronauts' costumes, should I say. And I do find them genuinely good, but there was another problem with the actor's breath. Because they're confined, you've got you can see their breath on their visor. Now Terrence Sticks thought it was a sort of good because it always adds a bit more mystery if you can't see what's underneath the helmet. So the Ambassadors of Death is worth tracking down. I mean, this completes Series 7 as a whole for the classic series, so you new series fans will be like, I haven't seen the second half of the new series. But this is the classic version, so hello new fan if you are a new series fan. Now this has to be my favourite Liz Shaw story, because she's basically, you know, being all action. It's better, well, normally in a story she's just passing a test tube to the doctor, or in the lab just recording data. But this time she gets to drive Bessie, even though it isn't her driving, it's a stunt double. And then when she's being chased across the football pitches, people never knew at the time when they were filming that she was pregnant, which is quite extraordinary, running in big boots and pregnant and running across the field when it was all muddy. And then you've got one of the most brilliant cliffhangers. I'm sorry if you don't want to hear this cliffhanger then, or spoiler, then just pause and just go and watch the Ambassadors and then come back to this point. When she's on the weir and it just flips out. I mean, that just shows that Liz Shaw could have been a good companion, but she was going to step down the role as the Doctor's companion anyway. But Barry Letts just eased her down. But she was going to leave anyway. But yeah, we still haven't had a return of Liz Shaw, but I doubt that's ever going to happen now, because sadly Caroline John is no longer with us. But I thought they could have delayed this release to put a tribute to Caroline John, unless that will be included in the rumoured Inferno special edition. I don't really know if they could include that, but they probably won't re-release the Key to Time trilogy for a Mary Tam tribute. Yeah, anyhow, The Ambassadors of Death, I shall give it a 10 out of 10. One of the best Series 7 stories, well, the best in my opinion. Series 7 as a whole was a fantastic series. Pertwee managed to get Doctor Who back on track. So yeah, there's only one thing left to do, and that is put it into your DVD collection. So let's go and do that now. So here we are with the whole of the Pertwee era hit there. Doesn't include The Mind of Evil because they haven't released that yet, but the main important thing is putting this into your DVD collection. Now this is quite a weird opportunity. There we have it, The Ambassadors of Death, where it belongs, the Borley Pertwee era. So thank you for watching this video, and my next DVD review will be Battlefield.